everybody. I know it's been forever since I've done a video. I recorded this video actually about 3 weeks ago, and then I misunderstood how my screen capturing software worked, and so I lost it, and I became so annoyed with the whole process that I gave up on videoing. I took a whole month off. I also tried to make this video about 15 minutes ago. Hopefully I'm going to really make this video right now. Okay, today I'm going to talk about why you need to make your own baby food and how to save money the first year of your baby's life. Really, baby food in the grocery store, I'm sure that the companies are very well-meaning, but this is an area where you can save humongous amounts of money, and I really want you to. I was reading an article that said that in baby's first life you can spend $9,000 to $11,000 on your first child, and that's just crazy. And I know for a lot of stay-at-home moms that we really need to get those numbers under control. You may have read a baby food book like this one. This is such a beautiful book. This is a beautiful book. Don't get me wrong. This is a book for people who love to read cookbooks. I love to read cookbooks. I loved to read this book. I would probably never make anything for my child using this book because I would drive myself insane. I do not make separate meals for people in my house, even people who are under the age of 1 year old. I will feed those people separate food, but I'm going to talk about that in a minute. So this cookbook, you're making foods for your baby separate from what grown-ups are eating, and that is not really ideal. So this, on the other hand, is not a beautiful cookbook. This is a very plain cookbook. It contains a ton of really useful information. It is for vegetarians, so if you're a vegetarian, you're going to love this book. If you're a meat eater, you'll probably want to skip the chapter about eating meat because it's mostly about how not to eat meat. And you can find information about feeding your infant animal products in books like Nourishing Traditions. So we're going to close this. But this book has a lot of information that I draw on making baby food and especially first foods. So that's great. All right. The first thing you can do your baby's first year of life to save money is you can breastfeed. Average amount of money spent on formula your first year is $2,000. This is a very high quality infant formula. This is you can save a lot of money by buying your formula at Walmart or at Costco and not buying this particular brand. Probably about half of this. One of these containers lasts a week. So we can figure that out real quick if we go to our calculator. Let's look at our calculator here. Let's figure out $31 a week for a year. As we wait for my computer to respond to us. It's thinking. See the little circly thing? That means it's thinking really hard. 31 times 52. Okay, that's $1,600 if you only use 1 can a week. If you use 2 cans, then you'll use twice that. So these cans last anywhere from 4 days to 1 week. There's my clock chiming in. Yeah. So very expensive. If you're having trouble breastfeeding, I totally sympathize. I had a first baby who would not latch for 5 weeks, and it was a nightmare. I know it can be very, very, very challenging and difficult, and sometimes it's just not worth it. But before you decide it's not worth it, think of this from a financial standpoint. Think of it in terms of cold, hard cash, which is also very hard for new moms. I know. You're a mess emotionally, and you don't want to think about money. But if someone came up to you and said, I will pay you $2,000, $3,000 to breastfeed this baby, I'll write you a check right now. Would you be able to do it? If not, fine. But if that gives you the little bit of impetus you need to hang on, come on, keep it, because not only is it saving an enormous amount of money, but it's better for your body, it's better for your sleep, it's better for your baby than even the highest quality infant formula. All right, enough about that. I'm done. Okay, here we go. Here is a really high quality baby food, and I want you guys to look at what the first ingredient is in this baby food. This is lentils. This is lentils and brown rice. And the first ingredient is water. And the second ingredient is apples. And the third ingredient is carrots. And the fourth ingredient is brown rice. And the fifth ingredient is lentils. If you want to make your baby food brown rice and lentils, make your family some brown rice and lentils and then blend it up for your baby. And add a little water. And if you feel like your baby needs a little sweetener in there, you could put a little applesauce in. If you wanted, but you don't have to. When you make your own baby food, you have control over what your baby is getting, what sweeteners, what ingredients. By the way, I totally support ordering or buying baby food if you're going on a trip. Not bananas though. If you're going on a trip, go ahead, buy jars of food. But really, the other thing is they come in jars. Yeah, little teeny tiny jars, millions of them. Okay, so this is banana. I dare you to eat bananas from a baby food jar and tell me that you enjoy it, because you're not going to. All right, here's bananas. In bananas, which is a single ingredient baby food, the second ingredient is water, not the first. This can be up to 20% water. If you buy bananas in a baby food jar like this, you are paying 89 cents a serving. That's about 27 cents an ounce. All right, and if you make for your baby, which you can do by peeling the banana, smushing it up in a bowl with a fork really well, smush, 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 smush. It might take you 3 minutes to do that, to really smush it up finely enough for your baby. You can blend it if you prefer. Then add a little water to make it a good consistency for your baby. Bananas are great first baby foods, by the way. I'll talk a little bit more about first baby foods here in a second. You pay about 37 cents a piece for bananas, and one banana is a very big serving. It might be more than is in a baby jar or food jar. I don't know. So 37 cents, that's a third of the price of the jar, and you're not even paying for the water. Awesome. Okay, here's whole grain rice cereal. This is also very nice rice cereal. Oh, by the way, I'm using Amazon Fresh here for price comparisons. I know this is a high-priced website, but notice that I'm comparing apples to apples here. Everything I'm looking at is on Amazon Fresh. If you your local grocery store, you will also be able to save these kind of amounts of money by shopping at your local, the same percentages of the amount of money, if not the dollar amount, okay? The percentages are comparable no matter where you're shopping. All right, here is lovely whole grain rice cereal. This rice cereal is 31 cents an ounce for whole grain rice cereal. People are saying now that whole grain rice cereal is not necessarily the best first baby food for your baby. You should look at bananas. You should look at avocados. You should, think it's not necessarily best to start your babies out on heavy grains right away. And maybe quinoa would be better than rice. So 31 cents an ounce for this, or buy brown rice. Look at this. Buy brown rice, grind it up in a blender, dry. The baby food book that I showed you earlier, Super Baby Food, has detailed instructions for this. Grind it dry in a blender or spice grinder. Cook it up, and you will have baby rice cereal, and it will be 15 cents an ounce. 15 cents an ounce, a little less than half the price of buying it in the box. And you can use this rice for the rest of your family. Everybody eat it. Probably never everybody wants to eat rice porridge, but you could try. If you have other children, they might eat rice porridge for breakfast. You could cook it in a slow cooker at night instead of using the directions in the baby food box. Put it on a timer and see if people want to have rice porridge for breakfast. So there's that. Half the price to buy rice. All right, here's yogurt. I love yogurt as baby food. So here's Yo Baby Organic Yogurt, Special Baby Food Yogurt. This one's plain. I prefer, like I said earlier, I prefer to sweeten things myself. You can buy these sweetened too. You can buy banana. You can buy, they don't sell maple. You can buy banana or vanilla. All right, or peaches or all kinds of different things. All right, so here's this. This yogurt is 22 cents an ounce. To buy yogurt in a little baby yogurt container. Or you can buy Big People yogurt, also plain, sweeten it yourself. If you buy it this way, it's 12 cents an ounce. All right, this is also organic yogurt. This is a quart container of yogurt. You can sweeten this with maple syrup. You can sweeten it with smashed up bananas that you've been using to feed your baby. You can sweeten it with any kind of smushed up fruits. Or don't use honey for babies under 1 year old, please, because of botulism risk. But yeah, so this is 12 cents compared to 22 cents. So I'm saving you 10 cents an ounce, 40% already. Or you can buy milk and make your own yogurt. And I talked about making your own yogurt I haven't done a demo. I will do a demo, but I did talk about making your own yogurt maker. And here you can get milk for 5 cents an ounce. You need about a half cup of yogurt starter for a quart of yogurt, and so that's a quarter of the price of the baby food yogurt. A quarter of the price to buy a gallon of milk. And that you can see that this is not cheap milk. This is high quality milk. I buy raw milk, so my milk is a little pricier than this, but very, very high quality milk. Make your own yogurt and you will be paying a quarter of the price. All right, I'm going to cut this short now. If you have any questions, please put them in the box below and I'll do my best to answer them. I have 4 children. I once went on a trip and I bought baby food jars and I regretted it because I was so angry that I bought bananas in a jar when I could have just brought bananas on the trip. Everything else I've made, and so if you have any more questions in this area, I'd love to talk to you about them. All right, take care, have a great day, and we will see you in the next video.